Hello everyone, welcome to episode 7 of Bryce Talk Show, season 4, episode 7. Today we're talking voice cloning. And this is the only topic we're talking about, on this episode. So, as you know, voice cloning has become a long way, and I'm gonna tell you a couple things and different stuff and different tools I've used in the past and present that, clone different voices, and some ups and downs of this whole technology and everything. So let's get this show on the road. If you enjoy this episode, subscribe and share this video. Now let's get this show on the road. So let's talk about voice cloning. Now what is this exactly? You clone someone's voice or your own. Some tools can just let you read a prompt and record, or you can just record and blob or whatever. Or some tools can also let you upload audio files of someone talking. Like, who could get a clip of me talking right now and upload it into a voice cloning tool to be trained, and that AI will just sound just as good. Now let me tell you about the tools I've used so far. Now, back in 2019, I tried something called Lyrebird, which now it's a part of Descript. I could get it if I want to and use the Descript app, but all this new stuff is pretty good anyway, so why would you bother with that? So when you get Lyrebird, what you do after you make this account, they would give you little prompt sentences to read over. And then you can just read them out loud and record it and read it out. Now you'll start off with 1 minute of speech, and then after that you can see how your voice goes out. Then, of course, you can always modify and add more recordings and improve your voice many times as you want. I did that, and it was pretty good. I would make my voice make different sounds and read a couple things, and it was quite fun. And even my buddy old Zach and I would mess with it, and I would say, Zach, guess what? I saw this voice cloning tool called Lyrebird. And, we would make me say different things on there, and, he would type random stuff and have my voice clone model say stuff or make different noises. When I would type GR a bunch of times, it'd go grrr. But it was really good at stuff like that. But, it was robotic, but it did sound pretty interesting when just typing different things. And so, this is what Lyrebird was. And then eventually, in November of 2019, this service kept on, messing up a little bit, and eventually it came under maintenance. And then they just switched it from the internet to Descript. And of course they deleted their app too, so Lyrebird isn't anything on the App Store anymore. So I also in 2021 tried the VoiceKeeper. The VoiceKeeper is just like that. You sign up, it's a free download, but you have a couple limitations. I forget what they were, but you could pay a one-time fee, which is something I did just so I could see how good it was. Although I forget what it was back then. I'd probably have to check purchase history from 2 years ago. What you'll do is you'd record. This would give you a prompt to read to. And eventually I could just start saying stuff. I didn't always need a prompt. Sometimes it just let me talk. But it did give me a prompt, and I would just use it and read it in there. And voila, you got a voice there. Now the VoiceKeeper still works. I use it. The only thing it won't let me do is record more sentences for whatever reason. I hope the VoiceKeeper isn't getting taken down or anything. Now there's a couple new voice cloning services I want to talk about. And one of them is 11 Labs, which sounds pretty good. Actually sounds like the person talking. And I haven't cloned my voice yet, but when you register, you can clone your own by recording, but if you want to upload an audio file of someone, you'd have to pay up, I think it was $5 or something a month just to use it. Just to take a sample from an audio file that you have. But if you're recording, you can just do that without doing, to pay nothing. But they do sound pretty cool. Now, if you use TikTok or any means of social media, you may have seen a meme or trend happen where they have videos of Joe Biden, Donald Trump, and Barack Obama doing things like talking, playing games, doing all sorts of things. And they even add some other celebrities like Ben Shapiro and freaking Drake and all kinds of stuff. It's quite funny. They're all over, even TikTok. I think that's kind of where it blew up first, but there are a couple that are showing up on YouTube as well, but they are quite comical. And at least all the videos, Donald keeps calling Biden Sleepy Joe all the time. People keep making him say Sleepy Joe, and they keep making fun of him. And anyway, but it's laughable. But there was something I tried, but I had to remove it because my audio from the speakers weren't working. It was called Voice AI. It's in beta. So I installed it like in November 2022 last year. And when I did, like, the audio wouldn't work on my, computer, so there was the screen reader. You couldn't hear any sound coming from your computer speakers, which was, I was like, I can't have this. So I had it erased so that way I could get sound. Now, they are releasing the Voice AI app. It's in pre-order right now. I already did. Pre-ordered it, but it was going to be on the 28th of February. It was going to be released. Now it's pushed to March 25th. So if that goes to plan, you should see Voice AI be released to the App Store. And if it works, hopefully it's a pretty good way. Now, with Voice AI, you could, you could go live on it and just sound like your celebrity or a voice you trained. Or you could just record or type anything. You don't have to go live, but you could just type anything or just say anything to the microphone, or you could use it in a game. Heck, if you were on a video game, you could put your voice in a video game or app or anything like that. I mean, there's plenty of uses for it. But they also have Voice Universe, which is where you can clone the new voices, and that's part of Voice AI, which is another thing that's part of it. And, you can pay, and you can also earn credits by sharing the link to Voice AI and referring someone over to them, which gets you more points and credits for you to do more training and other stuff. So, it seems like hopefully if they fix a couple problems, I might put it back on if they don't mess with my audio speakers. And now I want to talk about one that I just used. It's called VoiceCopy AI, and it's advertised to clone friends, but really you could clone anybody. I cloned myself, for example, and I've cloned Howard Stern and one and only Rich Davis. Now, you can clone up to 4 voices. I'll get to everything about VoiceCopy AI in a little bit. So, I actually found it when I was just searching voice cloning because there was a lot of new services coming out really, really fast. That's how AI is progressing in voice cloning, which is crazy. But, all these things are new, and I'm like, hey, well, let's, see how they are before they get wild. So, let's get more deep dive into VoiceCopy. Now, you get on the App Store. It's on Google Play and the Apple App Store. So, it doesn't matter what device you have, Android or whatever you got, you can get it. And, so you're going to download VoiceCopy. You're going to sign in with Google, Apple, or you can just type in your credentials. Now, after that, you're going to create a voice model. You can type the voice model name. You can use your microphone to record voices. You can use the file picker to upload an audio file. Now, just so you guys know, the file limit is less than 1 megabyte. So anything over that, you can't clone anything. I know, it's crazy. I always think the longer the better because it has more to train. It's always good because the more audio, the more better it gets. But, whatever. What do I know? So, you can only create 4 voices, and you can generate only 20 audio files with all your voice models. And, this is for free. Now, they say they're rolling out with a subscription in March. They haven't said, but when you click on the account page where you can get all your info of all the free stuff you have and all your stats, and you click on Get More Access. You click on that, and it shows a dialogue that says, new subscription service coming in March, which I hope to gosh it's not a greedy developer. We have too many of these money-hungry developers who charge way more for something as simplicity as that. And don't get me wrong, I do pay for stuff, but still, I mean, just think of all this stuff that, you could be paying for to do. But, you always gotta see what do you think you could use this for, you kind of gotta go over that stuff. Now, I'm gonna show you a couple of samples of VoiceCopy that I've cloned, and maybe you could decide for yourself if you want to try this for yourself or not. So let's start with my voice, because I created my own voice. So listen to what I sound like.
Hello, I am Bryce, and today I'm testing out VoiceCopy app, which allows anyone to create voices with microphone or by adding a file.
Pretty good, huh? Now, I also created a voice of Howard Stern. So I grabbed an audio recording from Howard Stern and got an audio file, cut it into like 30 seconds or so of audio. So that way, and I uploaded it as an MP3 because I want to upload it in something that will make the size not so large. And I put it in VoiceCopy. So here's a sample of Howard Stern.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have done it. This is a cloned voice of Howard Stern. I had to edit a recording with just 30 seconds of me talking because apparently on VoiceCopy, you can only do more than 1 megabyte off of a file. I wonder what my co-host Robin would sound like as an AI just like myself. So what are you waiting for? Go get VoiceCopy AI and start cloning voices. The app is free and you can download it on Google Play and iOS. It does have a few limitations. You can only type 400 characters, you can only generate 20 audio files with a voice model, and you can only clone 4 voices. The app will soon roll out with a subscription sometime in March. It should just be a one-time purchase, for Pete's sake. The person who created it was Robin Michelle, who also makes an app for ChatGPT. So let's blow this app up. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe to Bryce on YouTube. The channel is now 6 years old. See you guys in the next one.
Pretty good, eh? And last but not least, Rich Davis, the guy who is known for SiriusXM and Z100.
What's up, buddy? It's me, Rich Davis. This is my cloned voice using VoiceCopy. I am at SiriusXM Pop 2K during noontime. I also host the Pop 2 Countdown on Saturdays. I also run a show on Patreon called Covino and Rich. Back in the day, I worked for Z100.
And that's Rich Davis. Now, Rich is known for being on Z100, but he also does a couple XM content like working in Pop 2K and the Covino and Rich show, which is now in Patreon now. Damn it. That's Rich Davis. Now, I do believe Rich may need some more work on because I think his voice is kind of, I don't know, there's something wrong with it. You guys might think of it off the top of your head, but I don't know. I just think he needs a little work on. So yeah, that's VoiceCopy. So it's a free thing you can download. There are a couple things, drawbacks, and if you want to write longer sentences, I would just create multiple audio files and then get your audio editor and merge them into one file. Though, you should note, you can only create 20 audio files as of right now because they don't have anything to buy yet. So as you're doing that, you might want to see how much free audio files you have left before making decisions on what you want to generate and all that stuff, so you can be wise on that. Right now, I only have 2 audio files left, and I have 1 voice to clone because I cloned just about everybody else. So yeah, that's a little bit about VoiceCopy and about how AI has progressed in the term of voice cloning. Now, some may think this is scary because some people could use it for their own game, like scamming people. Many people have seen the story where they would, use the AI and call somebody, say they need help with someone's voice they know, which could deceive someone. And that's one example of a bad, horrible thing to do to somebody. But there's many examples, but you just want to be cool and not screw off and do bad stuff with the AI because you could ruin its potential, and who knows. I mean, this is cool stuff. Like, as soon as something new comes up, someone has the opportunity to ruin it for everybody else, so we don't want that. So I would just warn everyone to, be cool, bro. Just use it and make cool memes or whatever you want to do. Just don't be stupid with the AI, because you can do some pretty crazy stuff. Think about what some of the stuff can do. It's kind of cool, but its downfalls are a couple, but it's still pretty fun to do. Just think I could just type and make people I like listening to, I could just make them say what you could just always say whatever you wanted to. Heck, you could even take a clip of the Bryce talk show or any content of my YouTube channel and just make a small clip and just put it in there. Now, some tools you can obviously, do longer clips. Like on 11 Labs, you could do like 15 minutes of audio would be best. But some tools, they only need small clips to train, which is incredible. But I always think longer recordings and audio to train might be good. But you guys be the judge. If you guys heard the samples, you guys can judge that of the voices that I've cloned. So, yeah, check out VoiceCopy. Download it on Google Play and App Store. I'll have the link to those in the description. So, that'll be it for episode 7. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and share this video. Now, I have a new video premiering on YouTube on March 28th called 97.9 WNCI Most Requested Live, April 30th, 2022. Which is just a recording of Most Requested Live, one of my radio air checks. So be sure to set reminders if you want to listen to that recording. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.